So I've been sent this video, and I get sent quite a few clips, and I get asked my opinions on things like the property market. This one says the UK housing market is about to crash fast in 2024. Now this looks like it was shared probably about a month ago. Well, I mean, I haven't seen any sign of that in the last 4, 5, 6 weeks. But
housing affordability has been a major issue in the UK for quite some time. Last year, the average cost of a house was 9 times the average salary, reaching the highest point since 1876. In certain areas like London, the situation was even more dire, with houses costing around 13 times the average salary. However, recent developments have brought some changes to the housing market. With the increase in interest rates and the subsequent rise in mortgage costs, the demand for housing has decreased. As a result, the UK experienced a significant drop in house prices last month, making the sharpest decline since the financial crisis.
Well, you can tell how old this video is because interest rates have actually been paused for 3 consecutive times. What we've seen is really strong demand going into the new year, perhaps more so in the lower market and the middle market than the upper market, but that's certainly what we're seeing. And actually, this feels like it's quite dated already, which is why you need to watch when these things are released, because when they're released, it tells you that that's a snapshot and an opinion at that moment in time. The affordability calculator has been a challenge for many years, but people see the equity rise and the growth of house prices as a great investment, which is why the prices have risen over such a short period of time.
In this video, we will delve into the UK's current housing crisis, exploring the reasons behind the falling prices and examining the potential for further decline.
Well, on that video, it shows us like a thing about inflation. Well, inflation's now pretty much back under control. And actually, my prediction for the housing market this year is we're going to see quite a nice level playing field where prices are going to settle completely down and you're going to start to see them rise again within the next 12 months. So if you're a buyer, this is the time to buy.
The current average house price in the UK is 9 times the average salary, and in London, it exceeds 12 times the average salary. This situation has significant implications. Firstly, it exacerbates intergenerational inequality by favouring wealthier older homeowners while disadvantaging the younger generation. Moreover, it contributes to wealth inequality by restricting home ownership opportunities to those with affluent parents.
And that is 100% true. Buyers are getting support from parents where there's more equity available because of the housing market. But if you listen into the message here, that's still quite good because it's allowing people to support their children to get onto the market to see that they can build equity and wealth within their property over the decades ahead. So actually, you know, if you change the way you look at things, the things that you look at change. If you look at that one way, it looks doom and gloom, it looks bad, it looks like it's going to crash, but actually it really isn't if you switch that perception around.
Low interest rates prevalent during the 2010s have also played a role in driving up house prices. Cheaper mortgages resulting from low interest rates have increased pressure on the market. However, the recent rise in global inflation has led central banks to increase interest rates in an attempt to mitigate inflationary pressures.
What's really interesting, guys, we're reading this. A good place to go straight down to a video like this is into the comments. One says, this is confusing. Many of the mentioned events are over a year ago. Yeah, absolutely. High house prices have done me a favour. I would normally have worked in London with a mortgage and been stuck with it for around 30 years, which is interesting because you're not really stuck with it once you've got a mortgage. You can sell and come out of that mortgage outside of the fixed period. But because there were no houses, I left for Spain. It's been fantastic. I'm not coming back. It's been life-changing. Good for you. But let's say you stayed in 2014 and you bought in 2014 and you're now looking at the value of your house in London that you purchased instead of going for Spain. I bet it's worth a lot more over here than the property in Spain. And look, horses for courses. Everyone's got individual needs, but when you look through the comments of this, it says here, we would need laws stating that a person can only own one house, no Airbnb nonsense, and a property cannot remain vacant. We need private renters. We need private landlords. If we didn't, you'd be really up shit creek without a paddle right now. What's happened in the market over recent years is they've made it a really bad market for investor landlords, which has actually impacted the tenants. The reason why tenants are paying so high prices in rent is because what the government have been doing over the last 3 or 4 years to penalise landlords. That's what you need to understand. Unfortunately, a lot of the complications and challenges have been made and caused by people that don't understand the economics. It seems the post of this video has been sleeping in the last year and just woke up. That's so true, and I couldn't agree more.